With practiced calm, my wife announced her after-work plans at a spouses-free corporate party, casually mentioning she wouldn't grace our home until tomorrow. Be me, 29 years old, living in Austin. Have everything most guys dream of. Good job as investment analyst, making $120K a year. Perfect house in nice neighborhood. Married to Rachel for 7 years. Thought we had the perfect life. Was so fucking wrong. In the kitchen one night, cleaning some stupid pan from dinner. Hear clicking of heels on the floor. Look up and see Rachel, dressed like she's heading to some fancy party. Tight black designer dress. Hair done perfectly. She's checking herself in the microwave reflection. Fixing her lipstick like it's the most important thing in the world. Casually tells me she won't be home tomorrow night. My hands freeze mid-scrub. Brain trying to process what she just said. Work trip? I ask. Know damn well her accounting job doesn't need overnight stays. Spreadsheets don't need hotel rooms. No, just going out, she says. Tosses her lipstick in her purse. Won't even look at me. The way she says it, like I'm not worth an explanation. Like I should just accept it. Standing there waiting for more. Hoping she'll say it's a joke. She just grabs her car keys, puts them in her gym bag. Silence feels heavy enough to crush me. Going where? I try again. Keep my voice steady. Inside, I'm a fucking hurricane. Just out with friends, she finally looks at me. Says it like she's talking to a child. Spins around and heads for the door. Like it's nothing. Like 7 years of marriage means nothing. Maybe some guys would let it go. Trust their wives enough to not question. But I'm not that guy. Something feels wrong. Really fucking wrong. Rachel's been acting weird lately. Always on her phone. Locking it whenever I walk into the room. Late night texting. Going to the gym at weird hours. Coming back looking fresh instead of sweaty. Something's definitely off. As soon as the door closes behind her, feel this burning in my chest. Never been the jealous type before, but lately everything feels wrong. Like she's trying to get under my skin. On purpose. Pull out my phone. Check our text messages. Nothing but short replies from her. One-word answers. Cold and robotic. Not like she used to be. Something catches my eye. Last Friday. Said she was working late. Sent me a message about going to gym after. Don't wait up. But thinking about it now, she never came home with gym clothes. No sweat. No gym bag. Nothing adds up. Get that feeling in my gut. The one that tells you you're being played. No proof yet, but that's about to change. Have this idea. Probably stupid. But I'm desperate! Head to the closet. Grab her gym bag. The one she always takes with her. Unzip it slowly. Heart pounding. No gym clothes inside. No sneakers. No water bottle. Instead, find a silk blouse. Expensive heels. And a fucking box of breath mints. Who needs breath mints for a workout? Everything hits me at once. She's not going to the gym. She's seeing someone. Tomorrow's plans aren't with friends. My heart's trying to break through my chest. Mind racing through every moment. Every time she slipped away. Every excuse she made. Want to storm out? Call her right now. Scream everything I'm thinking. But something stops me. Need more than this. Can't just walk in blind. Have to catch her. No room for lies. No chance to weasel out. That's when it hits me. Like a bolt of lightning. Clear as day. If Rachel's lying, and I know she is, need to catch her red-handed? Done with half-assed excuses. Done with casual lies. Not some paranoid husband anymore. This is real. And tomorrow. Tomorrow I find out exactly what's going on. Put her bag back exactly how I found it. Make it look untouched. Feel my pulse in my temples. Like a war drum, beating out my anger, my frustration. Can't sleep that night. Mind spinning with scenarios. Every lie from past weeks hitting different now. Wondering if this is the first time, or has it been going on for months? Maybe longer. Every time she went out with friends, every gym session, every late night at work. All suspicious now. Wake up before her next morning. Rachel's still sleeping. Looking peaceful as fuck! Like she doesn't have a care in the world? Stare at her for a while. How can she lie so easily? Not a hint of guilt on her face. No sign of what's coming. Looks too innocent. Makes me sick. Make breakfast. Act normal. Barely talk. Just quick good morning. And see you later. She kisses my cheek before leaving. Same routine as always. But feels different. Her kiss is cold. Mechanical. No affection. Like an actress playing her part. Following some bullshit script. As soon as she's out, get into action. Know she'll leave for work. Then head to her adventure. Said won't be back until tomorrow. Plenty of time to figure this shit out. Make some calls. Friend in tech industry. Guy knows tracking software. Not proud of what I'm doing, but desperate times. Gets me set up with an app. Can track her phone. Real time. Without her knowing, plan falling into place. When she comes back to grab her stuff, play it cool. Ask what time she'll be home tomorrow. Acting like I don't care. She doesn't hesitate. Says something about late morning. Crashing at friend's place after. Every word sounds fake now. Even her love you feels wrong. Like she's playing some game. Only she knows the rules. Soon as she leaves, pull up the tracking app. Watch her little blue dot, moving through the city. Not heading to gym, not to any restaurant. Straight to the Grand Hotel. Fancy place downtown. Feel my heart drop. Confirmation hits like a punch. She's not even trying to hide it. Bold as fuck. Thinks I'm too stupid to notice. Too blind to see what's happening. People like her, they underestimate you. Think they've got you fooled. Think you'll sit there like an idiot while they pull strings behind your back? Not this time. Grab my keys, throw on jacket, head out. If she's meeting someone, going to see it myself. Not just about catching her. Want to see her face? When she realizes game's over, drive like I'm possessed. Mind spinning. Hands white-knuckled on wheel. Not even angry anymore. Past that. Feel this cold focus. Like when you know you're about to do something. Can't take back. Not just chasing answers, chasing truth. Truth that's gonna shatter everything. GPS shows her at the Grand Hotel. Upscale place. The kind you take someone to impress? Not where you crash with friends. My stomach turns. Park across the street. Can see the entrance perfectly. Glass revolving doors. Business types walking in and out. Pull out phone. Stare at her location. Still there? Last bit of doubt vanishes. Left with cold certainty. Rachel isn't here for work. Definitely not with girlfriends. Wait in the car. Minutes feel like hours. Every second makes pulse throb. Then I see her. Rachel steps out of cab. Heels clicking on pavement. Walking toward entrance. Have to admit, she looks stunning. Hair perfect. Wearing new dress. Must cost a fortune. Never seen it before. Something different about her. The way she moves. Confident. Like she knows exactly what she's doing. Doesn't care who sees. Then he appears. Tall guy. Designer suit probably costs more than my car. Walks out of hotel. Meets her at entrance. Has this smile? Like he owns the world. Puts his hand on her lower back. They walk inside together. Feel my body go rigid. Rage flares in chest. Like being set on fire. Can't breathe for a second. Vision narrows. World zooms in on them. On the way she looks at him. That smile. Used to be mine. Now aimed at this stranger. Blood pounding in ears. Force myself to stay calm. Can't storm in like madman. Want to throw punches? But need to be smart. Watch them disappear through revolving doors. Into lobby. Want to follow immediately. But hold back. Need a plan. Call the hotel. Sounds ridiculous now. But desperate times? Hi, trying to reach my wife. She's staying there tonight. Keep voice steady. Casual. May I have her name? Receptionist asks. Give Rachel's name. Heart in throat. Silence for moment. Yes, Mrs. Wilson has checked in. Want me to transfer you to her room? Her room. Not with friends. Not for work. Her fucking room. Hands shaking. Thank receptionist. Hang up! Can't wait anymore. Need to see with own eyes. Get out of car. Cross street. Push through hotel doors. Like man on mission. Lobby quiet. Soft jazz playing. All I hear is heart beating. Like drum and chest. Approach front desk. Try to keep cool. Meeting my wife. Rachel Wilson. She just checked in. Young guy at desk. Slicked back hair. Types on computer. She checked in a few minutes ago. Room 504. Want me to call up? No need. I'll surprise her. Surprise her. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Turn toward elevator. Legs feel heavy with each step. Door slides open. Step inside. Press button for 5th floor. Watch numbers climb. Each floor feels like another layer of life peeling away. Elevator dings. Step into quiet hallway. Feels like a tomb. Know something's about to die here. Room 504 just down hall. Hallway stretches forever. Stop in front of door. Stare at brass numbers. Like they hold all answers. Reach for handle. Stop. Don't knock. Just stand there. Frozen. Every part of me screaming to leave. But can't. Not now. Raise fist. Take deep breath. Knock. Seconds feel like years. Hear footsteps. Soft. Muffled. Door unlocks with click. Opens. There she is. Moment feels unreal. Like stepped into parallel universe. Everything looks same. But nothing's right. Rachel's eyes widen. Just for second. Catch flash of panic. Recovers quick. Face turns to irritation. What the hell are you doing here? Voice low. Sharp. Trying to keep someone from hearing. Don't respond immediately. Can't. Too busy taking in scene behind her. Room dimly lit. Fancy hotel lamp. Warm glow over bed. And there he is. Guy in suit. Jacket off. Tie loose. Sitting on edge of bed. Looking too comfortable. Watching like I'm minor inconvenience. Like I interrupted his evening plans. Who's this? He asks. Raises eyebrow, like he has right to be curious. Rachel steps forward. Blocks my view. Hand grips doorframe. I asked you a question. She says, voice harder now. Why are you here? Can't believe it. She's not apologizing. Not flustered. Not caught off guard. She's annoyed. Like I broke some unwritten rule. Like I'm the problem here. Finally find my voice. Thick with rage. Think real question is what you're doing here. Who the hell is this? Rachel crosses arms. Eyes narrow at me. Won't even look back at Guy. It's not what you think. That line. That fucking cliche line. Blood boiling now. Not what I think? You've booked hotel room with random guy, and I'm supposed to believe it's not what it looks like? Don't insult me. She rolls her eyes. Calm down, Michael. This isn't some soap opera. Can't help it. Laugh comes out. Sharp. Bitter. Hurts my throat. Calm down? Are you kidding me? You lie about going out with friends? Now you're in hotel room with him. Point at Guy. Still sitting there. Like this is just another Tuesday. So tell me exactly what's going on. She sighs, like talking to child. Fine. You want truth? Here it is. I've been seeing someone else. Freeze. Words hit like punch to gut. Legs feel weak. Stay standing. Barely. Had known. Had suspected. But hearing it, so bluntly, no guilt, no shame. Like stepping off cliff into nothing. You've been seeing someone. Repeat words. Voice quieter now. Anger giving way. Something heavier taking over. Something colder. She shrugs. Yeah. Wasn't planning on telling you like this. But since you decided to play detective and show up here, there you go. Now you know. Can't process. How calm she is. Standing there. Like normal conversation. Like discussing weekend plans. No apology. No regret. Nothing. Just cold hard truth. Dropped like weight. Keeps sinking deeper. And him? Nod toward Guy. Still watching. Mild amusement on face. Like enjoying show. What's his deal? She glances back at him. Expression softens. Like trying to reassure him. Everything under control. Turns back to me. Face hard again. This is Nathan. We've been seeing each other for a while now. Nathan. Of course he has name. Looks part. Slick. Rich. Completely unbothered. By chaos unfolding. For a while. Words thicken throat. How long? Few months. Says it like nothing. Like telling me what she had for lunch. Head spinning. Everything crashing down. Months. Been sneaking around for months. And here she is. Acting like I'm overreacting. Look at Nathan. Still hasn't moved from bed. Arms resting on knees. Watching me. Like sad entertainment. Wanna hit him. Wipe smug look off his face. Know better than to give satisfaction. Of thinking I've lost control. So what? Voice shaking. You're just done with us? 7 years. Throw it all away for this? Rachel's expression doesn't change. If anything, looks bored. Michael, don't make this dramatic. Things haven't been good between us. For a long time, you know that. That stings. The audacity, acting like this was mutual. Inevitable breakdown, like I had part in her lying, sneaking around for months. So your solution was to cheat? Sleep with someone else behind my back? She sighs again. That same annoyed tone makes me want to scream. Look, I didn't plan for it to happen this way, but it did. And now we're here. No point dragging this out. She doesn't care. Not even little bit. No remorse. No hesitation. Already done. Already checked out. Feel something inside break. Something deep. Didn't even know was holding on. Look at Nathan again. Then back at her. Are you in love with him? Words taste bitter. Rachel hesitates. First time tonight, but only for second. I don't know. Says like it doesn't matter. Maybe, but that's not really point. Is it? Stand there. Feel weight of words settle. Nothing left to say. She made choice. Long before I realized what was happening. Now. Standing in hotel room. Understand something. Whatever we had. Whatever I thought we had. Gone. Rachel tilts head slightly. Lips curl into condescending smile. So are we done here, Michael? Question hangs in air like taunt. Way she says it. With that smirk. Like this whole thing. Just minor inconvenience. Last straw. Body trembling. Not sadness anymore. Pure unfiltered rage. Every muscle tight. Chest heaving. Trying to keep anger from exploding. Stare at her. This woman I thought I knew. First time realize. Don't recognize her anymore. Not Rachel I married. Not woman I spent years building life with. Someone else entirely. Cold. Manipulative. Heartless. Standing in front of stranger? She's not finished. I mean, what did you expect? Tone turned spiteful. You think I could just sit home? Waiting for you to notice me? You were so wrapped up in your own world, your work, whatever you were doing. You didn't even see me anymore. Didn't see you? Voice rising. I worked my ass off to give us good life. Everything I did was for us. For you? And this is how you repay me? She rolls eyes, crosses arms, like talking to clueless child. Oh, please, don't play martyr. This isn't about your job, Michael. This is about you never being there. You were in same room, but like I didn't exist. So your solution? Shot back, voice louder. Instead of talking to me, instead of trying to fix anything, you just what? Sneak around with him? Point at Nathan. Still hasn't moved. Watching like cheap soap opera. Enjoying way too much. Rachel doesn't flinch. I didn't sneak around, Michael. I moved on. You were never going to change. Nathan sees me. He actually cares about me. Cares about you? Scoff. Eyes lock on Nathan. Yeah, I bet he does. I'm sure he's real interested. In your well-being, Nathan finally speaks, leans back on bed, arms behind him, like relaxing at beach. Look, man, I get it. You're upset. But this thing between me and Rachel, been coming long time, wasn't just some fling. Can't believe his arrogance, speaking to me like equals. Like I should just accept this. Move on. You think you're doing her favor? Breaking up marriage? My marriage? So you can swoop in. Play hero? Nathan shrugs. That stupid smug grin. Still on his face? Maybe it's not about you, man. Maybe you weren't giving her what she needed? Step forward. Fists clenched. Rachel quickly moves in front. Blocks my path. Don't, she warns, voice sharp. Don't even think about it. You don't get to act like victim here. Stop. Glaring at her, heart pounding. Victim? I'm not acting like anything. Been loyal to you. Trusted you. For 7 damn years. You've been sleeping with this guy. For months. Behind my back. And I'm the problem? She shakes head. Like she pities me. You still don't get it. Do you? This isn't just about cheating. It's about you never being enough. I needed more, Michael. You weren't willing to give it. Words cut deep, slice through last bit of hope. No remorse in her voice. No second thoughts. No, maybe we can fix this. She's rewritten everything. Turned herself into victim of imaginary neglect. Justifying it all. Convinced herself this is my fault. Look at her. Really look at her. Weight of everything hits. Like sledgehammer. The betrayal. The lies. Months of sneaking around. All of it. Person I loved. Trusted. Devoted years to. Gone. Been gone while just hadn't noticed. Long, painful silence. Like chasm opened up. Too wide to cross. Feel chest tighten. Anger mixing with hollow sadness. Tears threatening to come. Force them back. Won't break in front of her. Won't give satisfaction. Finally speak. Voice quiet. Barely above whisper. You could have talked to me. Rachel. Could have told me. You weren't happy. We could have worked on it. But instead, you destroyed everything. She doesn't respond. Just looks at me, eyes cold, empty. Nothing left to say. So what now? Swallow hard, throat tight. You and Nathan. Live happily ever after? Is that it? Rachel gives look, almost condescending. I don't owe you explanation. Michael. I'm moving on. You should too. Feel something inside snap. Final breaking point. Didn't know I had. Take one last look at her. That woman who once was my world. Realize she's not worth fighting for. Not anymore. She made her choice. So have I. Turn on heel. Walk out of room. Without another word. Fists clenched. Nails digging into palms. Step into hallway. Wave of emotion hits. All at once. Anger. Sadness. Disbelief. Lean against wall. Try to breathe. Try to steady myself. No use. Everything crumbling. That's when I know. I'm done. Done with her. Done with lies. Done pretending. Can fix this. Wasn't one who broke us. She was... Elevator ride down. Feels like eternity. Mind blank. But also full of noise. So much chaos. Can't process single thought. Hands still trembling. Heart hammering. Against ribcage. Nothing left to do. No words to throw. No pleas to make. Seen everything needed to see. Doors slide open to lobby. Force myself to walk out. Like haven't just watched. Entire marriage implode. Need to get out. away from pristine chandeliers, polished floors. This godforsaken hotel, away from stench of betrayal, clinging to air, like cheap perfume. Outside, evening settling in, streets buzzing. City life goes on, people laughing, cars honking, neon signs flickering. Strange how world keeps moving, like nothing happened, like life didn't just detonate in single moment. Don't make it to car, collapse on bench nearby. Legs give out, adrenaline burning out. Finally, sit there, staring at street, not really seeing anything. Numbness creeping in, that hollow, empty feeling gnaws at you. When reality sets in, Rachel's gone. In her place, this stranger, who tore my heart out, spat on it, handed it to some guy, like cheap exchange. Should have seen it coming. That's what hits hardest. All those little signs, brushed off. Gut feelings ignored. How was I so blind? Keep running through every moment. In my head, trying to pinpoint exact time. She stopped loving me? Was it months ago? Years? Or had I been fooling myself? Thinking we were something. We never really were. Pull out phone, almost on instinct. Open our old text conversations. Scroll through messages. All the I love yous, mundane exchanges, looking for clues. But as I read, it all seems empty, like looking at someone else's life, someone else's memories. Thumb hovers over her name. For moments, urge to call still there, buried under anger and pain. Want to scream at her, demand more answers. Hear her admit why she did it, why she chose him, why she threw everything away. But I know better. What would that achieve? She doesn't care. Made that clear. When she looked me in eye, lied with such ease. She'd moved on. Harsh truth hits. No getting her back? Deep down. Don't want version of Rachel. Who could stand there? No guilt, no shame. Casually tell me she'd been cheating for months. Don't want person. Who made me feel like problem? When she'd been tearing us apart? All along. Stare at phone. What feels like hours. Eventually, do only thing I can. Block her. Delete our messages, her photos, everything. Erase her from phone. Like wish could erase from mind. Lean back on bench. Cool night air. Stings face. Take deep breath. First time since nightmare began. Feel full weight of what happened. Marriage over. Life I thought was building. Future I'd imagined. All gone. Shattered into million pieces. Don't know how long sit there. Staring into void. Trying make sense of mess. That's now my life. Not ready to go home. Thought of walking into house. House we built together. Makes me sick. Every corner of house would remind me of her. Of the lies. Of nights stayed up waiting. Thinking she was with friends. It would all be too much. Don't want to call anyone. Can't explain what happened. Already hear their voices. In my head, telling me to move on. She's not worth it. I'll be better off. But none of that changes fact. My life just got ripped apart. At the seams. Close eyes. Lean forward. Head in hands. Feel tears coming. Don't want to cry. Not here. Middle of street. Like some tragic movie scene. But pain. The betrayal. It's overwhelming. Think about everything we had. Good times. Moments felt invincible. Quiet nights on couch. Shared laughs over bad movies. Way we talked about future. Like something we'd face together. Now it all feels like lie. Heard people talk about betrayal. How it feels like knife to gut. How it turns world upside down. But nothing prepared me for this. Way it hollowed me out. Left me feeling like nothing. It's not just losing her. It's losing person I thought I was. Not sure who I am anymore. Not without her. Sit there motionless. As city moves around me. People pass by. Oblivious to storm inside my head. That's when realize. Have choice to make. Can sit here. Wallow in pain. Let it eat me alive. Or can get up. Leave this nightmare behind. Start over. Won't be easy. Probably be hardest thing ever had to do. But staying in this place? This dark, broken place. Not an option. Not anymore. Rachel's gone. Life I thought we had. Gone with her. But I'm not gone. Not yet. Stand up! Legs still shaky. Heart still heavy. But as take first step. No one thing certain. I'm walking away from her. From lies. From betrayal. From everything she did to me. Not going to look back. Next morning feels surreal. Waking up alone. Emptiness beside me. Screams louder than any alarm. Barely slept. But sunlight creeps through curtains. Reminding me, life moving on. Whether want it to or not. Stare at ceiling. For long time. Numb. Trying figure out. What hell's supposed to do now? Made decision last night. To walk away. But now dust settling. Harsh reality hits again. All over again. Rachel's gone. Marriage over. Free from her betrayal. But weight of that freedom. Feels like chains around chest. Drag myself out of bed. Body heavy with exhaustion. Make way downstairs. Kitchen looks like war zone. Plates piled up from dinner. Never bothered to clean. Mail scattered on counter. Fridge door half open. From midnight drink run, too lost in thoughts. To even close it, everything frozen in time. Except me. Make coffee. Not because want it. Just something to do. Something normal. Even that simple routine feels foreign now. Can't stop thinking about her. What she might be doing. Still at hotel? Waking up next to him? Does she feel even flicker of guilt? Or already moving on? Like none of this matters? Pick up phone. Still reaching for it. Instinctively. To see if she texted. Of course, nothing there. She's not going to apologize. Not going to call? Made it clear how little I meant to her. Now living her life without second thought. Meanwhile, I'm standing here in our kitchen. My kitchen now. Trying piece together what's left. First pangs of anger hit again. Like wave crashing over. Reminding me, this isn't just sadness. This isn't just end of relationship. It's betrayal. Cuts deeper than anything. Ever felt before? How could she do this? How could she stand there? Act like I wasn't enough? Feel fury rise again. Before know it, grab coffee mug, hurl it against wall. Ceramic shatters. Hot liquid everywhere. But doesn't feel like enough. Want to break more. Everything in house. That reminds me of her. Want to rip out memories. Throw them into street. Set them on fire. Wedding photos. Vacation prints. Stupid little trinkets. Collected over years. All of it. But don't. Stand there. Stare at mess made. Breathing heavy. Hands trembling. Destroying things. Won't fix what she broke. Standing in wreckage. Of own frustration. Phone buzzes. For split second. Heart lurches. Some desperate part. Thinking maybe, just maybe, she reached out. Finally realized what she'd done. Ready to explain herself. Glance at screen. Not her. It's her mother. Marie. Stare at name. Not sure whether to answer. Marie always been good to me. Weren't close, but treated me like family. Always asked about me. At family gatherings. Sent birthday cards. Even when Rachel barely remembered date. Don't know what Marie knows. If Rachel told her story. Their version of it. Reluctantly answer. Hey Marie. Voice rough. Still raw. From everything happened. Pause on other end. Like she's hesitant. Michael. Finally says. Voice gentle. Full of concern. I don't know exactly what's going on. But Rachel called me last night. She said things were over. Between you two. Hearing it from her. From someone outside bubble of pain. Makes it feel more real. Press fingers to forehead. Weight of everything settling again. Yeah. Say quietly. That's one way to put it. Marie sighs. Sound heavy with sympathy. She didn't give me many details. But Michael, I know my daughter. If she's done something to hurt you, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. But just want you to know, I'm here for you. If you ever want to talk, words catch me off guard. Expected her defend Rachel. Tell me wasn't seeing things clearly. More to story. Instead sounds apologetic. Like knows her daughter capable. Of very thing saw with own eyes. I appreciate that. Voice cracking. I really do. It's just lot right now. I understand. Marie says softly. Won't push. Just take care of yourself. Okay? You don't deserve this. Those words hit harder than expected. You don't deserve this. After everything Rachel said, everything thrown in my face, started to question whether any of this my fault. Maybe hadn't been enough. Maybe had neglected her. Missed signs. But hearing Marie say that, even in quiet, uncertain way, makes me realize, no matter what Rachel's twisted reasoning, didn't deserve to be treated like this. After hang up, stand there moment, staring at phone, feel exhaustion, settled deep in bones. Can't keep doing this. Can't keep replaying night before, cycling through every painful moment, like some masochist, addicted to suffering, if going to survive this. Really survive this. Have to let go of Rachel, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. Have to stop giving her power over my thoughts. Walk through house, opening closets, drawers, places where pieces of her still live. Her clothes, her books, little things she left behind. And rush to run off with Nathan. Grab boxes, bags, anything confined. Start packing it all away. Feels cathartic, like reclaiming space she stole from me. By time finish, house feels emptier than ever, but in good way, quiet, peaceful. First time in weeks, feels like mine again. Don't know next steps, whether file for divorce right away or take time to process everything. But for now, this is enough. Sit on couch, look around. At blank walls, cleared out shelves. Not much, but it's start. Small step toward rebuilding. What she torn down. Days after that, blur of quiet moments, small decisions. Each one feels heavier than should, but every time pack another Rachel thing into box, delete another photo, feel a little lighter. Not about erasing her entirely. Those years spent together, for better or worse, part of my life, but not going to let weight of her betrayal crush me any longer. Remember moment, finally sat down, with divorce papers. Hadn't rushed it, took time. Really think about next move. Small stupid part of me kept asking if way to salvage this. Could we talk it out? Could I forgive her? Then remember that night, at hotel, her cold indifferent face. Way she stood there, blocking truth with lies, treating our marriage like some burden. She glad to shed, couldn't forgive that, even if wanted to. Knew could never trust her again. Signed the papers. Quiet moment, almost anticlimactic. No final confrontation, no grand scene. Or throw her words back. Just few scribbles online, and it's done. As far as concerned, Rachel is chapter closed. Painful one, sure, but one that taught me more than ever expected. Don't hear from her for a while after that. Think part of her probably expected me to crawl back, beg for reconciliation. But she underestimated me, just like underestimated my ability to see through lies. Not going to be some background character in her new life with Nathan. Done playing that role? Couple weeks later, get message out of blue. Text from Rachel appears. Short, simple. Like hadn't torn life apart? Not too long ago. Hey, hope you're doing okay. Can we talk? Nerve of it makes me laugh. Bitter and dry. Can we talk now? She wants to talk? After months sneaking around, after shattering everything we built, she suddenly thinks conversation could smooth it over. Don't respond. Can't. What's there to say? Not going to give satisfaction of dragging me back into her orbit. Already spent too long wondering why she did it. Torturing myself over what could have done differently. Not going to do it anymore. Thing is, in those weeks of silence, learned more about myself than had in years. Not just about letting go of her, about letting go of person I had become in marriage. Somewhere a long way, lost pieces of myself, molded into whatever version thought Rachel wanted, stopped doing things loved, stopped pursuing hobbies. Passions that made me became shadow, reflection of her needs, her desires, while mine withered away, in background. But now have time and space to rebuild, to find parts of myself that been lost. A mess of relationship. Start small, picking up old books, hadn't touched in years, going for long walks, without any destination, not drastic transformation, but feels like progress. One day decide to go back. Place hadn't been in years. Crystal Lake hiking trail. Rachel never cared for it, but used to love it. Sun setting, casting warm golden light. Over trees, first time in long time. Feel calm, like chaos of past weeks, finally quieted down, leaving something closer to peace. Stand at top of trail, looking out over view. Realize something important, not just about moving on from Rachel, about moving on from version of myself that clung so desperately to something already broken. Not that guy anymore, one who would chase after someone, who didn't respect me, didn't value me. Done being that person. Message from Rachel, stays unopened in phone. Don't need to hear excuses, her half-baked apology. Don't need closure from her, because found it on own, found it in quiet moments, in steps took to rebuild life. Without her, walk back down trail, sun dipped below horizon, sky painted with streaks, pink and orange. It's beautiful in that moment. Feel something haven't felt in long time? Hope, not for some grand romantic reunion, not for dramatic confrontation. Where get last word? But for myself, for life building, piece by piece, from ashes of something that once been whole world. Rachel is my past finally stepping into future first time in what feels like forever. No, I'll be okay.